Hello, so I am Tristan Ross. Thank you everyone for coming. And I'm sure many of you know or are someone who's contributed to Nix packages. And if you are, you likely know that there are many branches in Nix packages. And sometimes it's not clear where everything goes, especially with staging, and why PRs don't show up everywhere immediately. And so that's kind of what I'm talking about, is exactly what is going on and why it takes Nix to go merge PRs around. So let's see. The first thing is with staging, where staging is used for large PRs. So that's usually things that have the red labels, like 5,000 rebuilds, or anything that touches the standard environment. And those collect there for quite a while until staging team decides it's time. Usually this lasts 2 weeks to a month. From staging goes into staging next, which that will sit there for some time. Then on the other side, there is the master, NixOS unstable small, Nixpkgs unstable, and NixOS unstable branches, which some of them have testing, some of them don't have testing, and merges in various ways to make sure that everything is correctly functioning. And we have the release branches, which are specific to every NixOS release. I believe it dates back to 2011's releases that we still have in Nix packages, but I'm not sure if they're still cached in Hydra. But there's various branches like staging, staging next, the NixOS release channels, and the NixOS branches have frozen changes or major changes to prevent breakage because it's a stable release. Then this is essentially how everything moves. It is done with Hydra. There is actually a Perl script that runs every time Hydra finishes an entire evaluation set from building. It'll then wait 10 minutes to run another one and merge everything around through git pushes. So it's not creating git commits, it's actually creating just regular pushes. And so this actually minimizes how many conflicts there are by just directly pushing various things around. And then we have different things with backporting, where if you have a PR that needs to go into an older release that fixes some sort of security issue or something, we do have a way of tagging it. And there's some examples right there. The first one for that is a good example. That's just a patch bump, where it's just patching some version of software. And then there's actually some bad examples where you don't always need to backport PRs. And the first one was not needed because GCC 13 was already the default. So there was some change where that wasn't needed. And then another one of those breaking changes to where that's not needed in stable. And so here's more stuff about breaking changes where the screen's too small. Or yeah, there's a few things where it should minimize how many things are going to be different to consider breaking. We are very loose with what constitutes as a breaking PR. It's more of just, if it doesn't run, then it's a breaking change. If it does run, it's usually fine. And then there's the thing of mass rebuilds. And this is when you change something that causes everything in Nix packages to rebuild half, or essentially a large majority of Nix packages. And there's a lot of dependencies out there, especially with Mesa for graphics on NixOS. You have GCC, you have the standard environment, all that. Every time you change it, Nix will have to reevaluate, which then causes it to have a different hash and all that. So here's a few resources out there for trying to check things. One thing is Hydra, which is Nix is CI server. There is Alyssa Ross's Nix packages tracker, which you just plug in a PR number and it'll output what's the current progress. Like what I showed earlier is exactly from that. Then there's the NixOS channel scripts, which is exactly what's going on with Hydra, where it's using a Perl script to push things around. And then there's the NixOS infra repo, which houses a lot of the configuration for Hydra and stuff like that.